Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm Nye, that's Trance, and that's Trey, and we are finishing up a set of cutscenes that happened immediately after the Thousand Heartless battle.
Thousand Blades!
Sora! Donald!
I have ice cream now.
This bit actually interests me.
Those three aren't going down that easily. The Keyblade's chosen one.
As none of the game has before.
It just interests me more than usual, just because Cloud knows that Sora basically just can't be killed like by something as simple as 1,000 Heartless. So Sora teleports off of the planet, and Cloud's just like, eh. Then Cloud is kind of a dick.
Dumb kid'll be fine. He's been through shit before.
Pretty much.
Besides, if he dies, I call dibs on his sword. It's even more awkward than the one I'm using. That's impressive.
And this cutscene confuses me. Because... Come on, load up. We just saw this cutscene. Like, we were just here.
Maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all.
Why does it have to flash back? We were here 30 seconds ago.
What am I supposed to do if I can't use the Keyblade?
Yeah, why not start here and then go ahead and, you know...
I mean, I kind of understand the narrative structure as a very cool cinematic device to to have something really important happen, cliffhanger, jump forward a couple of minutes, and then go back and look at it. But it doesn't seem useful here.
Yeah, it's spoily almost, because you know Sora's going to get off the planet, you know?
Yeah.
Gotcha, kabow wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I can kind of understand this wouldn't have the same impact here if we just watched this straight through, but it's still one of those... Eh.
Kyrie!
It's awkward no matter how you slice it, so there's really nothing they can do.
Well, and then all of a sudden we're in this big dark room, and all of a sudden we get an Organization 13 member bearing a box, which he just leaves for us.
what's in the box? What's in the box?
The box actually...
I brought donuts!
No, the box has a picture that we've seen before, and a single serving of sea salt ice cream, which apparently is made of never melt ice.
I think part of it is, Axel is really, really, really good friends with Sora. Like, despite the whole nobody's can't feel emotions thing, we're all dead inside. Brr. It's actually not true. They can, it's just hard.
Yeah. Well, this is a well-known theory about Roxas, and it's not Sora. It's specifically Roxas and Axel.
Our best buds.
Yeah.
And now that Roxas has been reabsorbed, he's all...
Well, no, what Axel's trying to do is he's trying to either reawaken Roxas and get him back, or get some of Roxas' personality traits to fit into Sora and get Sora to be Roxas again, essentially.
Roxas 2. Electric Boogaloo.
That's basically what Axel tries to do for the entirety of the game, is get Sora to become Roxas or to unleash Roxas as nobody again. That's his entire
purpose
motivation.
for thing.
Yeah, it's his entire purpose to be, basically.
Axel just wants a friend.
Yeah.
I'm so lonely.
But yeah, apparently this ice cream is made of never melt ice, because no longer how long I hold on to it, it will always be available for the event in which I need it for.
It's a plastic replica.
No, apparently not. Donald tasted it.
It's flavored plastic. That would be freaking awesome! Like, just little popsicle sticks everywhere. And...
Some sort of clue. And who would have left them for us anyway?
Riku?
Okay, there are two choices. Either you get a giant popsicle to hit things with, or you get a tiny one, and it has the smallest range of every weapon you have, but it does massive power.
Wouldn't be surprised.
So basically the Goron's knife?
Yeah. Or in Kingdom Hearts 1, in Kingdom Hearts 1's case, it's the Olympus blade, which is kind of what it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
The reason I brought up the giant's knife there, it's actually the strongest weapon in the game by a massive amount. the thing is, it's so tiny and you only get a few uses. It is, however... Oh man, just died. It is, however, good enough to take out Ganon, which means cutting Ganon to bits with a knife. Shank the fucker, Australian style.
Okay, so what we're gonna do for the next 15 minutes is, which one do I want to do? So if
Is
you'll notice,
yodel fluently.
that too. If you'll notice, the overworld map has changed. I can no longer access Olympus. I can also no longer access anything past Pirates of the Caribbean. And all of them show that they have another story to tell. What happens is, after you complete the events that I just finished, every world you go and you do a second time because there's another story added. So you can kind of do whatever you want.
Backtracking, ho!
Not even backtracking, actually, which I find surprising.
I know, isn't it all entirely new zones?
Well, they reuse zones for the most part. There is some new areas that you've never seen before, but it's entirely new storyline. So it's a continuation of the previous storyline. For instance, we're going to return to the Land of Dragons, where new stuff is occurring.
I seem to recall this having a really tedious battle.
The final boss is kind of annoying. The other thing about all of the secondary stories is all of them have something to do with Organization 13.
Mulan, hey, no time to talk. We gotta catch that guy.
There's a reason. There's actually a number of reasons why I chose the Land of Dragons to start out with. Not only is it the easiest one, it's the one that's actually meant for your level at this point in the game, but this is also a great place to. Let's see. I need to pick up guard breaks. Let's go ahead.
It's
and
the
pick
best
them.
place for... isn't it the nobody form?
No, it's the Master Form.
Which requires
The yellow orbs.
the balls, right?
Yeah.
I know the best place for the initial form is the Pride Lands.
You can't use forms in the Pride Lands.
Oh, right! I thought you... Why did I think you
Now,
could?
I'll show in a...
Oh, no,
in
no,
a
the Pride
future-
Lands is the best spot for grind level ups. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
In a future episode, I'm going to show you guys where to level up Wisdom and Valor forms efficiently. This place is the best place to level up Master form for a very specific reason. I just want to show that we did get Guard Break, which is a finisher that pierces through guards. It'll be an automatic use, don't worry about it, but it's actually very useful for Sora. We also gained Damage Drive back there, which increases the drive gauge every time we take damage, relative to the amount of damage we receive, which is incredibly helpful, and it will let you use drives more and more often as time moves on.
I believe it's the crux of a few easy leveling exploits as well.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Okay, so we're in the village up here. We're going to go ahead and go to the Moogle first, because it's been a long time since we've synthesized anything. So we gained a defense boost for free, 2 defense boosts for free, and a power boost. So that's going to be very nice. Oh, we gained a new recipe for the Moon Amulet, which requires Orichalcum.
Moon Heron.
Requires Orichalcum, which we're not going to have for a very long time. Mithril Crystals, which we have, but Twilight Stones and Twilight Stars, we're not going to have for some time. And Free Development doesn't have anything for us, which kind of sucks. And I can't do any of the creations either, so we can't really do any alchemy right now. But it's good, you know, it's good to know that we have some of this stuff available to us. Okay, so the place that I'm talking about that's the best place to level the Master Form is actually right here. It's very specifically... Well, let's watch a cutscene first. And Mulan points. Look! Guy all in black. You'd think Sora would have seen him easier because 1, to the right is a cliff, 2, the guy's dressed in all black, and this zone is all white, so it's as easy as seeing an African-American gentleman in Utah.
Which is to say there are none. Because Utah is full of racists.
It's actually a lot truer than you think. Okay, so
I
the
know
reason why I
what's
say
true.
the reason why they say this area is best for Master Form is because if you come over here, 1, lots of enemies. The other thing is, while you're in Master Form, you can really easily destroy all of these fireworks over here. And the fireworks drop yellow orbs. And all you have to do is fight these guys a little bit, get some experience. It's a great place to train up a little bit. get some experience going, do your finisher, this one specifically is usually the best one, and blow up a few fireworks. Let me just do that real quick. Remember, you need a finisher to blow up a firework. And then all you do is you leave the zone, go back to the village, go right on over here to the save point, and leave. Done. That's one revolution of it. And remember, we're abusing the save point glitch, that if you leave a world while your meter is ticking down, when you return, your meter will be full again. So all you have
Unless you stay in drive forever.
pretty much. Well, you don't come back in drive, you come back as normal Sora with a full drive meter. So, what this means that you can come up here and you can just keep on coming again and again and again. The reason why this is the easiest and best place is because, one, it has these explodable items that give you the actual yellow bits, and you don't have to worry about actually finding enemies that drop good ones. But it's also exactly one zone away from the save point, which means you can always get back in time.
And it's always a very rapid cycle.
Yeah, I mean, it's really fast. You don't even have to fight the enemies if you don't want to. It's just destroy the boxes and come back. But if you fight the enemies, you can also gain EXP while you're doing it, which is typically nice. So that's the easiest one for the Master Form. For summons, I mean, I'll just say this outright. Summons, you don't even need a place to do. Just abuse the world glitch, and the summons EXP goes up by just... It goes up by 1 every time your meter ticks down. That's it. So just...
So summon a thing, wait till your meter's almost empty, GTFO, repeat.
Exactly. That one's typically done while you watch a movie or something. You don't even have to pay attention to the game when you do it. That said, I don't think there's any bonus to leveling up summons other than being able to keep summons out longer. So, you know...
Which is quite a bonus, all things
Looks like
considered.
he got
if
away.
you actually use summons.
How come you're after somebody from
Some of them are really nice to use.
What is
I still need to
that?
actually show off
The guy in
Twitch.
black.
One of the bad guys.
I knew it.
You mean
There's
Stitch?
a rumor in the Imperial City
What did I
about a
say?
spy in black
Twitch.
lurking in
Yes,
the mountains.
Stitch.
I'd been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him.
Well, that scared me a little bit. I just saw one of those glitches on screen, but it didn't actually turn into a recording
Sorry.
glitch.
Don't
Hooray.
apologize, but I do
I was kind
wonder
of scared it
where he
actually
went.
would, and that we'd be back to square one. Okay, so we're back up here, and we're gonna have a fun little event in a second. Mulan just so happens to be looking at the top of that ridge, and check this out. Trance, do you remember the last time we saw this?
Again?
No, because I wasn't in that video.
Yeah, but you played the game. The last time we
Okay,
saw
first
this
things
event like
first.
this was when we were fighting Shan Yu. And even Donald turns and goes, again? So now our Organization
Hey,
13
you!
member is
Quit
going
sneaking
to
around.
challenge us to a duel. Sort of.
Bees!
Pretty much. Okay, does anybody recognize the weapon he's using?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the dark keyblade used by Kyrie. Not Kyrie.
Yeah, yeah,
What's his name?
Yes,
Captain
Kyrie.
Falcon.
Yep, Captain Falcon. That's exactly what I was talking about.
yeah, yeah.
By the way,
I can't fucking remember
if
the
you're able
names.
to, if you're able to keep yourself alive, this is actually a great place to get some experience, because these guys spawn infinitely, is what I recall.
So
And
this would be a fantastic place for the Heartless kill form to level up.
but you can't because you have to have 2 characters in order to level up.
Right.
In order
that's
to
right.
go into the form. So you can level up here for a while. The only requirement is don't die to the guy you're fighting against. And there's no time limit, but the fight will end once you get him down to a certain health level. But yeah, you can fight the street speed traps a lot. I mean, you don't get a lot of experience from them. You only get about 34 to 35, but it adds up considering how easy they are to kill. But we're not going to be doing that. I'll go level up later. And I kind of want to see how low of a level I can beat Sephiroth, so... Okay, come on, let me get a, The funny thing is, our mysterious companion here is actually fighting the Heartless as much as he's fighting us.
Oh, go away, bees! Go away! No, hit
much.
him! Hit him! Friggin' bees!
Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like he's fighting alongside the Heartless. So
Nobody fights alongside bees. They're bees.
I said Heartless, not bees. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're heartless bees.
By the way, something I should mention is that while you use reaction commands, typically you're invincible. I should probably heal up at some point. There we go. Oh, I should not have used that heal right there. That was not intelligent of me.
Like I mentioned, I do not like the magic system in this because heal is just one shot and then all your magic is gone. You have to wait for it to recharge.
Well, remember, you can, if you do a heal, you can do it at the end of your, like, when your magic meter is already empty. It doesn't care how much magic you have, it just takes all of it.
Well, I don't use anything
I thought
for
it
healing.
healed an amount proportionate to the amount drained.
Not that I'm aware of, but you might be right.
I don't think so, but then again, I never...
I haven't messed around with mechanics at all, because I typically don't use magic.
That'd be interesting to test out.
It would, actually. But I find that by the time you actually worry about having mana, like at this point in the game, by the time you worry about having mana, you have the tools to make sure you always have it. Like haste, Daga, things like that. MP Rage. So the battle's already over. That's all it was.
Just if you have mana trouble, never use MP Turbo.
I don't think that's in this game.
Guy. No.
It is.
Why?
In Kingdom Hearts 1, I basically just used Goofy
Riku?
as a mana generator.
Because he has
I
MP Gift.
Yeah, I didn't give him any of his attack powers. I just gave him everything that would, increase his ability to regen his own mana. Then he would pass it on to everyone else.
Did you get him?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all. It's just,
He's gone.
I find
Gosh,
Goofy very
guys,
useful.
what's this glowy stuff?
Here,
Here,
take it.
have it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Enjoy this radiation, boys. I'm not sure why he turned into a Texan gentleman at the end, but I don't really care.
But yeah, that was that. Very easy fight to begin with. Typically, the part 2s of
What
each of the
was
worlds
that?
tend to be very, very quick.
Come on. We better get off the mountain.
Okay.
And I do mean very quick. I expect this one to be or this entire world to be over in about 15 minutes or so. So it'll take another episode, but not really all that much. So now we get our party members back. I'm just going to go ahead and switch out Mulan, because I do not want Mulan. And we'll continue seeing some cutscenes before we finish the episode.
Nobody wants Mulan. Forever alone, Lon.
And here's the thing that was making all of that noise. We're in the land of the dragons. The only one we've seen is extremely tiny. That is the other dragon.
Which is a really goofy-looking thing.
Well, Chinese
Not even
dragons
a good-
tend to
We've got
look
to
kind of
watch Shang.
goofy compared to, like, the normal dragons that, Westerners have become accustomed to.
Well, no, a Chinese dragon is, a long thing. It's a lung.
From what I
That
recall-
actually
From what
just
I recall,
looks
they tend to
stupid.
look different depending on which dragon it is. They don't all look like that.
Yeah, dragon is really more of a term like less, "Brah, I breathe fire," and more ancient, powerful spirit.
I do like the staring contest between the Man in Black and the Emperor. I'm not gonna do anything for you. You can just screw off here.
Eat an entire sack full of penises, sir.
Yeah, sir. Yep, that's about where it is. Okay, guys, well, we'll finish up the Land of Dragons next episode. For now, we'll call it good. We'll see you guys next time.
Except it's really more of a chaotic neutral at best.
I don't know, maybe.
That's right, more D&D jokes.
Not only that, more bad D&D jokes.
Eat a dick.
Okay, so folks, I'll probably, between this episode and the next one, I'll probably farm up some levels in Master Form and maybe Valor Form and Wisdom Form too, as I wait for these episodes to render. So expect those to be leveled up next time, and I'll see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Arrivederci.